Yo, what's up everybody, keep my most in full color, and today, well, this isn't exactly an Assassin's Creed Valhalla review, as I've only put in about 30 hours, and I don't even feel like I'm halfway through the game. I guess that speaks to the content within the game. But this video will be more so about my feelings on the Assassin's Creed franchise in its entirety. But before that, if you were uncertain if you could just jump right into this Assassin's Creed, the answer to the question is yes and no. If you didn't play Odyssey and if you didn't play Origins, there are some present day informations that you will be missing, but I think overall you would enjoy the story and everything overall, and I think you could piece together what happened in the previous two installments, as it really wasn't much in terms of the present day. However, the past is always going to be a brand new story. The game is enjoyable, and I think Assassin's Creed fans will like it, but because of the story and everything, I think some of you will have the same gripes that I have. I don't know. So this will serve as an open letter type deal. Assassin's Creed 1, highly coveted as the worst gameplay, or having the worst gameplay of them all. I love it. I absolutely love Assassin's Creed 1 because the story for me was captivating. There was some I was willing to go through all that redundant, repetitive mission template just to get the next morsel of where are you going? Where are you taking the Bible right now? What are we doing with, like, what are you trying to tell me about the Bible? What is this? And when you get to the end, it's like it's mind-blowing. The apple wasn't an apple. Eve wasn't cast out the garden because of just an apple. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Like, tell me more. Tell me more of your thoughts on the Bible and the secrets that are hidden within. And such gave birth to my love of this whole series. One thing I do have to highlight here is that Assassin's Creed is built off of two warring forces. You have the Force A, which is the Knights Templar. These individuals know that God left behind holy relics on earth, and they want to utilize those holy relics for the good of the people, quote unquote, throwing up air quotes right now. Then you have the second warring force, which are the assassins. The assassins believe that those items were godly items and such. We are humans, they were made for God, we shouldn't be touching them. With that being said, the Templars say, no, we'll use them for the good of the people. And the Assassins say those items are way too powerful. You're not going to use them for the good of the people. You'll be seduced by its power. You're going to use it for yourself. The rich will get richer. The poor will get poorer. And that cycle will continue to be cyclical. And those two forces just have warred. They've warred over the past several installments. And in each installment, we go back into the past to find information on the side of the Assassins to figure out how we can keep these godly items out of the hands of the Templars. Some of them have already gotten godly items and have been able to solidify their place in worldly culture. The Pope being one of those figures, which in Assassin's Creed 2, amazing. Once again, amazing the way that they took historical, actual, factual events and bended those events to have some crazy secret society war going on in the background. And in some of these, especially in Assassin's Creed 3, it makes you think. Ever since Black Flag, if anyone ever asked me which Assassin's Creed games to play, my answer will be the same as always, 1 through 3. Origins will get a pass from me. I'll get into that in a second. 1 through 3. Black Flag is the worst. The absolute worst. I don't care what anyone says, Black Flag is the worst. Don't let them tell you otherwise. Why? Black Flag took something from Assassin's Creed and expanded upon it. Yeah, but it wasn't an assassin story. This wasn't someone trying to protect a godly item. This was someone who took the identity. He stole an assassin's identity and just paraded around as an assassin. Yeah, no thanks. The other Assassin's Creeds from there, Unity, Syndicate, they all kind of fumble the ball. Origins comes along. Origins I give the pass to because Origins is what it claims to be, the origin of the Assassin Order. They highlight that, they show that. I'm okay with that. Odyssey is weird because with that, it's technically the first chronologically, so there would never have been an Assassin Order since it comes before Origins. And at that point, to me, it just felt like you made a game, but you wanted to put the Assassin's Creed tag on it, or better yet, maybe you wanted to make a game that played like Assassin's Creed, but you couldn't just call it Odyssey. You had to do something with it to link it to Assassin's Creed, so you found a way, you did it, and we got Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which again, I don't hate the game at all, but when we're talking about 1 through 3 and we're talking about Knights Templar versus Assassins, the Holy Bible, even the Torah and the Quran are referenced as well. When we're talking about God, when we're talking about all these things, Black Flag, Unity, Syndicate do nothing to push the ball there. Origins, once again, they do nothing to push the ball there. They just kind of show you how it all began. So kind of, sort of, because through playing it, you kind of see that, well, the Templars are already set. They just had a different name at that time. They've gone through history handing down their Templarship to one another. Origins is kind of like a Odyssey. Once again, they do nothing to push that ball. And now we come to Valhalla. Once again, nothing really is done to push that ball. It's a fun game. Like I'm not upset with the playability of it, but I am upset with the lore aspect. You had holy texts, which to me is like that's the highest of the high in terms of rich lore. Like, it's crazy that there's so much there that you can do things with, and they even use that to tie it to other things, like Excalibur being a holy relic. There are other crazy things that were done that were tied in and could have been utilized. Now we get Valhalla, we get Vikings, because we do things that are relevant to the pop culture times. And I get that. I really do. Either let Assassin's Creed die or go back to the grassroots, because the grassroots is like, that's what got you all these fans. There was so much craziness with the Bible. A lot of Christians were upset with flips on the Bible and all that, but you kept trucking along and doing them anyway. You gained a lot of fans off of utilizing the sacred text, and then you just left. It's quite funny, actually, because God and everything. But ultimately, I like Valhalla, but it just furthers the issue that has been Assassin's Creed, to where I just don't think they know where they want to go, but they know they want to make money. I think you have a good present day character in Layla Hassan, but I just need more. With that being said, currently I'm enjoying Valhalla, but not to the extent I should be. I think it's a good game. I may or may not do a review for it, or I may do another rant about why they need to go back to their grassroots. In case I don't do another video on Assassin's Creed, I think a good alternative for me personally would be to remake Assassin's Creed 1. Just remake it from ground up, flesh out a little bit more, and I'd be happy with that, especially with that story. I think that story is amazing. So that's my hope. They get away from this, they take a break from Assassin's Creed, maybe go make another Prince of Persia, and then come back to this when with fresh eyes after reading the Bible like 3 times. But that's gonna do it for this one. Valhalla is cool. Go grab it if you're a fan. Wait till Black Friday to cop it, really, or see if I think it was $20 off, and I saw it at one point. So see if you can catch it for a deal. With that being said, this is Sad Keith. Man, hit that subscribe button, that like button, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.